You know what? The people at Game Freak said, "Oh, we're listening," but they said they really doubled down and said there'll never be a national dex in every other game. Well, thanks for telling me, Game Freak. I never buy a Pokemon game ever again. Okay, that's simply at that. It's funny how and it'll be different if the Pokemon will not be using animations, but as we all know, the animations are the same exact thing. But guess who's the fan of the games again? The same people who said Let's Go was going to be a good game. Who are these people? Oh yes, the Poketubers. Okay, so let's look at the Pokemon one by one. So, according to Poketubers, oh, you should be hyped for the game. It's the first home console Pokemon game. It has good graphics. Oh, it has good graphics. Have you seen how bad the graphics really are? Like the old Pokemon, you can still see the lines from them on the 3DS. I know I'm really nitpicking here, but you can still see that still a small line about the Pokemon, okay? It still proves that they just put the 3DS models and 3DS animations. The only new models out for the new Pokemon, okay? So, but then Poketubers will try to argue with you and say, "Oh, we're Poketubers. We are so smart and educated. We have thousands of subscribers, more than you. We have around 100,000 subscribers, and that means we have." And and I think I know why Poketubers sell for Nintendo and Game Freak. Okay, Nintendo and Game Freak offer them stuff exclusively for saying good things about the games. So of course they can't say anything bad about Sword and Shield. They can't say the true opinions, which is probably with the rest of the mass. Just remember, only 17K liked Pokemon Sword and Shield's direct thing. But the Poketubers, they said, "Oh, you guys will get over it because reasons. It's okay. You should still be excited for the game because I am. I'm so excited for a game that we all know will suck. Will all be the worst Pokemon game since Let's Go, which came out a year ago. And the same thing they said the same thing. You know what? But let's take a trip back to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So then Pokemon Switch was coming out and people were disappointed there was no new Pokemon game. Of course, they said there'll be another Pokemon game, Gen 8. It'll be coming out in 2019. You're like, oh, you should look forward for Gen 8. You should really look forward for Gen 8. But now, nobody is really excited for Gen 8 outside of the Poketuber space. Because they're the ones who will get sponsored by Nintendo, and Nintendo will say, "Oh, you like Pokemon Sword and Shield? Even though it's such a bad game, you gave it an 8 out of 10 for being the same exact game as XY, OS, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, Sun and Moon, let's go!" Because you realize that they Let's Go use the same exact animations and everything. And you know what? They were saying that, "Oh, you should be excited for Pokemon Let's Go because it's the first made Pokemon game. It's not even a main series." Yeah, I even know. The developers for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, they said, "Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are mainstream game, our main series games, so don't use this. They use the excuse that it's a spin-off. So, Gen 8 is not the first Pokemon game developed by Game Freak for the consoles. Of course, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are the ones, and we all know how bad those games turned out. They turned out absolutely awful. Easily the worst Pokemon games in the entire series. Bare bones, boring, unimaginative, and essentially terrible. At least one company was happy called PETA. Those are the only people who liked Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee outside of YouTube, Poketubers. Oh wait, you still have to be up on a Pokemon in certain battles. And other trainers Pokemon. And then they got rid of, but then you realize that they got rid of God Catch 'em All around Gen 2. It was a comment I seen from on a Reddit post about Pokemon Sword and Shield, how they got rid of it since Gen 2. So, we all know Pokemon is God Catch 'em All. But, like a Pokemon Master, they changed it to Master Trainer to get rid of all of the original fans of the Pokemon. Well, we won't miss it too, Game Freak. The original slogan of the Pokemon is gotta catch 'em all. Okay? You can't change that. That's what you originally ran with, and now you're trying to change it. To make so we see it, to try. Like, they were trying to boil it. They were trying to do the slow frog effect. Change everything about what we knew about Pokemon, and change Pokemon Master to Master Trainer, to change Pokemon to gotta catch 'em all to train on. Try slowly introducing mobile games to get people used to Pokemon Go controls, and to make Let's Go to see if people would buy them, and the Poketubers will still defend them. And this is just a bad cycle. Poketubers, they'll say crap on the screen is good, okay, and it says Pokemon in it. That's what they'll probably do. They'll probably say, "Oh, but Game Freak is making this. They're pouring their hearts into these games. You don't understand. We're entitled." Okay, we're not entitled for criticizing a company's decision. So you're telling me that the people who criticize a Sonic movie are entitled. People who criticize the Sonic movie. So let's make a comparison here. So you're telling me everybody who criticized this is entitled. Or let's go back 4 years ago to Ghostbusters 2016. I know I'm comparing video games to movies. Is people criticizing this movie entitled? Criticizing its really awful CGI? Criticizing its boring and generic characters that nobody likes? Or let's take a year back to the more infamous Battlefield 5. Are history experts entitled for saying this game looks terrible? Are you saying that it's entitled for people to say it's historically inaccurate? No. No, it isn't. Nobody is entitled for saying Fortnite is awful, okay? Nobody is entitled for saying that Ghostbusters and Sonic the Hedgehog were terrible. And the movie I'm talking about. Are people entitled for saying, but I can go on and on and on again. But, Sword and Shield. People are not entitled for saying Sword and Shield is bad. They even know what entitled means. Entitled means that you're selfish. We're not selfish. We're trying to do it for all the other Pokemon fans who... Because there's lots of people who are fans of Pokemon that don't have a lot of money. These Poketubers have a lot of money to purchase all the merch, to purchase all these rare stuff. We don't. Us normal people who don't have 100,000 subscribers don't have all the money. We don't have millions of dollars. We don't have thousands of dollars you can use as a reason to buy our 10th Pikachu Plus a month. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Sunpo, and you know who's the biggest culprit of this? The most hated Pokemon YouTuber, Felicify. Oh yes, him, the guy that nobody likes. Well, guess who's defending Sword and Shield? Him. Yes, he's defending Sword and Shield. And let's go to, before we're done with this video, let's go over the last thing that people call us entitled about. Waluigi. Not putting Waluigi in Smash Bros. Even though Waluigi is easily the most requested character in all of Smash history, I won't be surprised if Waluigi beats out King K. Rool, Ridley, and Xeno combined now in terms of fan wanteds. So no, we're not entitled for putting Waluigi to be in Smash Bros. And we're not entitled for the Pokédex returning, which will never happen confirmed by Vasuda. You know what? Iwata, he died a hero, because he died like 3 or 4 years ago, and he was the one who would put an entire reason in the Gen 2. Masuda, he turned wrong enough to become a villain, like Thanos. He become wrong enough to turn into Thanos. Snapped half the Pokemon out of existence.